What's going on, all you minties? Uncanny Omar here from Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions. And join me today as I go over the DC September 2023 solicitations. We're going to be looking at the collected editions, and there's a big surprise in there that I did not see coming. I may use it for the thumbnail, so you might get an idea as to what it is. But let's go ahead and get started. And welcome back, everybody. Now, before going any further, don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. We put out videos every day, sometimes 2, sometimes 3. And don't forget to ring that bell for notifications to let you know when our videos are going live. What we're looking at today are the DC solicits. So we're looking at the September 2023 solicits, meaning that's when people can pre-order books through their local comic book shops or online retailers. But it doesn't mean that these books are coming out in September. Some of these books are coming out in October, November, December, sometimes in January of 2024. So just keep that in mind. It's just when people can start pre-ordering books. Some of these we already knew about. And check out our Patreon. It's an amazing way to support the channel if you can do so. And thank you to our existing patrons. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Kicking it off with The Riddler, Year 1, written by Paul Dano, and Steven Subic is the artist. We have a cover here by Bill Sienkiewicz. Now, what's interesting is that it's got 2 covers. This collects The Riddler Year 1. It's no longer Batman the Riddler. Now it's just The Riddler Year 1, issues 1 through 6. It is a hardcover, 232 pages, $29.99. So the Bill Sienkiewicz cover, that is your standard edition cover. The Stepan Subic cover is the direct market cover, so only available through local comic book shops or places online like cheapgraphicnovels.com, waltzcomicshop.com, Comics Bugle, Dime Breed, Collectors, Organic Price Books, you all know, in-stock trades. I think most of you know. The Sandman Universe, Dead Boy Detectives is coming out, and I believe this is the new series here collecting the Dead Boy Detectives 1 through 6 by Pornsak Pichot. I believe is how you pronounce it. Phenomenal writer. I was a big fan of The Infidel. And drawn by Jeff, Uncanny Omar talk pretty one day, Jeff Stokely. This is a softcover for $19.99. Batman 3 Jokers, I had no idea it was not available until now in trade paperback. So it is finally coming out in trade paperback, collecting all 3 issues of the 3 Jokers by Jeff Johns and Jason Fabok. And $19.99, 160 pages. And Static, Shadows of Dakota. This right here collects Shadows of Dakota, 1 through 7, and Static Team Up Anansi number 1. And this is a hardcover, so these have been standard size hardcovers for the new Milestone books, $29.99, and it has 200 pages. We're not done with Milestone, though, because everybody seems to be fighting over there now. It's Icon versus Hardware. Reggie Hudlin, huh? Interesting. Artwork by Dennis Cohen. And collecting the 5-issue miniseries, Icon versus Hardware. You have it in hardcover, 168 pages, $29.99. Joker, One Operation Joker Volume 2. This is the manga, so a lot of these stories are being translated from Japan. $9.99. It is 160 pages. The trim size is that of a tankobon. So it's smaller than your trade paperbacks. Because we also have Superman versus Meshi Volume 2. 160 pages, $9.99. Both of those are written by Satoshi Miyagawa, and the art for Superman vs. Meshi is done by Kai Kitago. We have Batman Wayne Family Adventures Volume 2. So this is episodes 26 through 51 of the Webtoons. It's an Eisner-nominated series. If you've read these, let me know. $14.99, and it is 208 pages, softcover. Vixen NYC Volume 2. So this collects another one of the Webtoon series, episodes 10 through 18. $14.99, 208 pages. It is another soft cover. And we also are getting Superman Volume 1 Supercorp. And this is by Joshua Williamson, Jamal Campbell doing the cover. But you also have Jamal Campbell and Nick Dragotta doing the internal artwork, collecting Superman 1 through 5. So this is The Return of Superman to Metropolis, 168 pages, $24.99, and it is a hardcover. Adventures of Superman, John Kent. So Tom Taylor, artwork in here by Clayton Henry and Derek Robertson. Man, so this is the Adventures of Superman, John Kent 1 through 6. It is a hardcover and $24.99. This one's labeled as Return to Injustice, but it is Tom Taylor writing that, so I'm wondering how that's all connected. All right, Superman the War World Saga is coming out, and it feels like this is a compendium book because we're looking at 712 pages for $59.99. Philip Kennedy Johnson, Cy Spurrier, writing the story. You have Will Conrad, Mike Janian, and Riccardo Federici doing most of the artwork in here. Yeah, 712 pages at $59.99. That definitely feels like a compendium. In here, you're going to have Action Comics 1030 to 1046, the 2021 annual, the 2022 annual, Batman Superman, The Authority Special Number 1, Future State Superman House of L, Future State Superman Worlds of War 1 and 2, and Superman War World, why is that such a tongue twister? War World Apocalypse Number 1. I'm honestly surprised they didn't go a hardcover route with this, being a newer book. You know, I've seen them do compendiums for classic series like Fables and Sandman Mr. Theater and Starman, but interesting that they're doing something new in a compendium-sized book. Stargirl, The Lost Children, Jeff Johns teaming up with Todd Knock, $16.99, and it has 184 pages. So it's Todd Knock, the gentleman that did Young Justice, who drew Young Justice, and of course, Jeff Johns, the gentleman who created Stargirl. Lazarus Planet, Revenge of the Gods, collecting Revenge of the Gods 1 through 4, Lazarus Planet, Lazarus Planet, We Once Were Gods, number 1, and Wonder Woman 797 to 798. G. Will Wilson, Becky Cloonan, Michael Conrad, writing the stories. This is a hardcover for $29.99, and it has 216 pages. Absolute Dark Knight, the 2024 edition, because this is coming out in February. So, reprinting the Dark Knight in Absolute format. It collects the Dark Knight Returns 1 through 4. That's the original series, and the follow-up, The Dark Knight Strikes Again 1 through 4. 512 pages, $125. Frank Miller and Klaus Janson just reuniting after years to do The Dark Knight Strikes Again. So it is coming back in 2024. So all of you that have been waiting, now's your chance. Well, then will be your chance to get it. Aquaman Andromeda by Ron V. and Christian Ward, collecting Aquaman Andromeda 1 through 3. This is a hardcover, 168 pages, $29.99. Batman Gotham by Gaslight is coming back to print in a softcover edition, $19.99, 108 pages. And this looks like the same content as that of the deluxe edition. So it has the Batman Master of the Future in here. That's kind of the follow-up to the Gotham by Gaslight. And it also has a story from Countdown Presents, The Search for Ray Palmer number 1, Convergence to Sham 1 and 2. Batman Reptilian, a book that's been out in hardcover format, but now coming out in softcover. Garth Ennis and Liam Sharp, $16.99, 160 pages. And this collects all 6 issues. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts, because I have no idea how the hell this book came back, but it's back. Batman The Hush Saga Omnibus. Do you all know the heartache out there? I don't know if you're new to collecting or not, but 4 years ago when this was solicited, and it was in the catalog, and then it's solicited, and then they canceled it. The heartache of all the people that sold their Absolute editions. Oh my gosh, this caused so much drama. This caused a lot of people to lose faith in DC Comics, but here we are. Coming out in November of this year. This is crazy. All right. let's look at the content. So collecting Batman 608 to 619, so the original Hush saga, and 685. That's awesome. Also collecting Batman Gotham Knights 50 through 55, 60 through 71, and 73 through 74. Collecting Detective Comics 648 to 650 and 652, the Hush interlude from Wizard number 0, Hush Tales from Batman Streets of Gotham 1 through 4, number 14 and 16 through 21, and the brand new short story from the Batman Hush 20th Anniversary Edition, which was in standard size format. Holy crap. So in here, not only do you have the original Hush saga, but you have the Hush Returns that was available in trade paperback, but only the first part of it. So the second part of Hush Returns was never collected. And you also have the Heart of Hush story in here. And again, the pages from the backups of Streets of Gotham. This is just crazy. This is 1,272 pages, $150. Now, like I said, if you're new to collecting, you're probably wondering why this guy is, like, losing his crap right now talking about this book. Because this book was solicited 4 years ago, and now it's back, baby. Damn. Somebody must have dug through some files and went, hey, so this is all and done. Why don't we just add the 20th anniversary pages in there and make it an omnibus? So, yeah, cover there by Jim Lee and Scott Williams. Very unexpected, but very happy to see that in here. Fingers crossed. Don't go selling your absolute Hush this time around. Wait until you have this thing in your physical, like, physically holding it. Catwoman Volume 3, Duchess of Gotham. Tini Howard continuing her run with Sami Basri and Nico Leon drawing it. This collects issues 51 through 56. DC, The New Frontier, the deluxe edition. This is the 2023 version. So collecting The New Frontier 1 through 6 and the New Frontier special, which, please correct me if I'm wrong, was not collected in the original printing of the deluxe edition. So Darwin Cook, of course, writing it, and Darwin Cook drawing it. It is a hardcover, 520 pages, $59.99. And the fact that it's a deluxe edition means that it's oversized. Ex Machina coming back to print. I thought this one was still in print, but, you know, Marvel does the same thing from time to time. They reprint books that are still in print. Ex Machina, the complete series omnibus. This will be the 2023 edition. Brian K. Vaughan, Tony Harris, Jim Clark, Jim Lee, Chris Sprouse, John Paul Leon, collecting all of Ex Machina 1 through 50 and Ex Machina Special 1 through 4. This is the President of the United States that also happens to be a superhero. Fables, the deluxe edition, book 16. You have no idea how happy this made my wife. She is currently rereading Fables. I think she's on volume 10. Loving that series. And then, of course, getting really pissed off when certain characters don't make it out. But this collects issues 151 to 162, so it was not just Bill Willingham, but also Mark Buckingham coming back to the characters and writing these particular stories, picking up from issue 150, which had a nice ending. It had a good wrap-up, but, you know, when you like a series so much, you want more. But $39.99, 304 pages. It is a hardcover. I assume it's going to be the same size. It doesn't say deluxe, but looking at the size of it, 7 1/16 by 10 7/8, that is a deluxe size. So, oh, no, it does say deluxe. Sorry about that. It doesn't say it in the actual solicit, but the title itself says Deluxe Edition, Book 16. JLA JSA, coming back to print, Virtue and Vice. This is David Goyer teaming up with Jeff Johns. The legendary Carlos Pacheco, gone too soon, with Jesus Merino drawing this particular crossover between the JSA and the JLA. Of course, there's some fights, misunderstandings. Command E, The Last Boy on Earth by Jack Kirby, Volume 2. Collecting the last part of his run, 21 through 40, and 432 pages, $39.99. It is a softcover. I would love for them to continue this past the Jack Kirby stuff. Well, I was talking to Peter Tomasi about this book right here, Super Sons Omnibus. We were both talking about not just the addition of the Green Lantern Corps issues that he didn't do, but the ones done by Keith Giffen. And I'm like, who do we need to talk to? So I emailed my contact at DC, and Peter Tomasi contacted people. It was great. So we got that in there. But this is the one that he was pushing for, and I also reminded my contact at DC about this, and it's in there. That's right, baby. It's crazy, so some people will be triple dipping, like my dumbass. But here we have Super Sun's Omnibus, the Super Duper edition. The first one was just Super Sun's Omnibus. The second one that expanded it was called Super Sun's Expanded Omnibus. This one is expanding it even more, so now it's Super Sun's Super Duper edition. Collecting Super Sons 1 through 16, Annual Number 1, Super Sons Dynamite Special Number 1. That was all found in the original Omnibus, but then they added Adventures of the Super Sons 1 through 12 in there, and that was in the expanded version. Now we have Challenge of the Super Sons 1 through 7 added in this one. Superman 10 through 11, which was in the original, 37 through 38, Teen Titans 15, and then a story from Robin 80th Anniversary 100 Super Page Spectacular Number 1. So I'm surprised they actually added them instead of just reprinting them, so that makes me happy. Mainly for Peter Tomasi, who was fighting to get those in there, and he was like, you gotta make sure you email them too, and I'm like, I'll do my part. But sometimes they listen, and that's great. They added that in there. I'm sorry for the people that have to double, triple dip. I love this series, so I will be doing that. How many times have I bought the Death of Superman Omnibus, and I'm not even the biggest fan of that story. Superman for All Seasons, coming back to print in softcover format. $19.99, 232 pages. Collecting Superman for All Seasons 1 through 4, and then the backup stories from the Superman Batman Secret Files and Origins 2003, Solo number 1, and Superman 226, as well as Superman Batman number 26. Superman Unchained, this is coming back to print, the deluxe edition, collecting Superman Unchained 1 through 9. It's the Scott Snyder and Jim Lee story that focuses on Superman and this other super being from Krypton. This is really cool, but the Detective Chimp Casebook is coming out. It is a hardcover for $29.99. So this collects never before reprinted Silver Age classic stories, such as Monkey Shines at the Wax Museum, Monkey Business on the Brainy Deep, The Case of the Fishy Alibi, and more from the Adventures of Rex the Wonder Dog 4 and 6 through 46. It also includes Whatever Happened to backup stories from DC Comics Presents 35 that catch us up with Detective Chimp after the end of Rex the Wonder Dog series. This one has 280 pages, $29.99. You wonderful folks that love Detective Chimp like my buddy Omnidog, this one's for you all. The Human Target Volume 1 is coming out in a trade paperback format, collecting the first 6 issues of that series. Tom King, Greg Smallwood, 192 pages, $19.99. Titans United, Kevin Scott and Lucas Meyer. This is a soft cover for $16.99, collecting all of Titans United Blood Pack 1 through 6. Waller versus Wildstorm. So this collects Waller versus Wildstorm 1 through 4. Spencer Ackerman and Evan Narcisse are the writers, and then Jesus Merino is the artist, with a cover by Jorge Fornes. This is a hardcover, $24.99, 152 pages. Wonder Woman Evolution, Stephanie Phillips, Mike Hawthorne, collecting Wonder Woman Evolution 1 through 8. This has been available in hardcover, but now it's coming out in softcover. And 192 pages and $19.99. Now, when these books come up for pre-order, or if you want to buy them the week they come out, check out our sponsors.
If you're in Europe and you're interested in buying these books, definitely check out Walt's Comic Shop in Berlin, Germany. They have the cheapest pre-order prices, flat shipping rate of €12 for all EU countries, emails answered within 24 hours, waltscomicshop.com, and you can use the code nearmintcondition at checkout and get free shipping for all EU countries with your first order over €40. That's Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for omnis and premium collected editions in Europe. Ding!
CheapGraphicNovels.com, your online home for graphic novels and collected editions up to 50% off cover price. They have excellent shipping and prompt and helpful service. Check out their bargain deals for up to 90% off cover price. And don't forget that CGN also takes pre-orders. That way you don't miss out on the hottest releases. And they are currently running a special promotion for you Minties. If you're a first-time customer, after receiving your order confirmation email, reply back to that email and let them know Near Mint Condition sent you their way. They will then apply a free shipping promotional credit to your next order in the US. Cheap Graphic Novels, your source for the hottest books with the kind of deep discount, quality shipping, and customer service that will keep you coming back for more. And that was the solicitations for the collected editions of... And that was the DC collected editions in the solicitations for September of 2023. Leave those comments down below. Let me know if the Hush Omnibus blows your mind like it did mine. I still can't get over that. That's crazy. Or what book you're most interested in, what reprint you're most interested in, and what you want to see in the DC solicits next time around. This is the Uncanny Omar. Thank you all so much for watching. Smash that like button on the way out. Everyone, stay healthy and safe out there. Much love.